It's just past midnight. The grandstands at Richmond Raceway are empty. The checkered flag fell hours ago. Joey Logano already popped the champagne. The story should be over. But right now, 4 race cars are being loaded onto a hauler, and they are not going home. They are going to a building in Concord, North Carolina, where 2 of them are about to be taken apart, piece by piece. NASCAR says everything is fine. So why is this happening? That question is what this entire video is built around, and by the end, you're still not going to have a clean answer, because NASCAR hasn't given one either. Let's rewind to how the night started, because the "everything's fine" part matters just as much as the part that doesn't add up. Before we go further, if you're new here, this is NASCAR Voltage, and we're closing in on 500 subscribers on this channel. If breakdowns like this are your thing, hitting subscribe and dropping a like genuinely helps this channel grow, and it means a lot that you're here for it. Your support is a big part of what keeps this kind of coverage coming. The Cookout 400 ran at Richmond Raceway on August 15th, a sellout crowd watching 400 laps on the 0.75-mile short track. Ryan Blaney started from the pole and dominated Stage 1, leading 60 of the 70 laps and picking up his series-high 6th stage win of 2026. Joey Logano took Stage 2. Along the way there were 2 pit road penalties worth noting, Ty Gibbs for speeding, and Austin Hill for an uncontrolled tire. The finish came down to Logano passing Christopher Bell with about 25 laps remaining, then holding on to win by 0.392 seconds. It was his 39th career Cup win, and his 3rd at Richmond. In victory lane, Joey Logano said, "Don't let the boys get hot. We're pretty strong right now." He added, "It's awesome to see the speed in the 22 again." Then came the official record. Post-race inspection in the Cup garage came back clean. No issues. The win was made official. NASCAR reporter Dustin Long confirmed it directly. Dustin Long said, "NASCAR post-race inspection is done at Richmond. All clear. No issues. Clean sweep. Case closed." Except Dustin Long's post wasn't finished. Because the very next line changed the entire shape of this story. Dustin Long said, "Cars to the R&D center, 9 and 20 will be torn down. The 2, 9, and 20 will go through engine dyno." Let's break down exactly what that means, in plain terms. Engine dyno testing measures what an engine is actually producing under lab conditions, not what it appeared to produce on track. A teardown is a full disassembly, every single component examined by hand. One of those is a check. The other is an investigation. Here's the lineup of who's actually involved. The number 2 Ford, driven by Austin Cindric, goes through dyno testing only. The number 9 Chevrolet, driven by Chase Elliott, goes through both dyno testing and a full teardown. The number 20 Toyota, driven by Christopher Bell, also goes through both dyno testing and a full teardown. The number 97 Chevrolet, driven by Shane Van Gisbergen, goes through dyno testing only. Same race. Same inspection. Same, all clear. So why do 2 of these 4 cars get taken apart bolt by bolt, and the other 2 don't? This isn't a single, unconfirmed report either. A second reporter independently backed up the same information. NASCAR reporter Joseph Srigley said, "Inspection complete. No issues." Srigley also confirmed the identical split, the number 9 and number 20 returning to the R&D center for teardown, the number 2 and number 97 going through engine dyno only. Other outlets picked it up separately as well, including Holly Cathcart's race recap and Maggie McKenzie's coverage at Motorsport, along with reporting from Heavy Sports. Every single one repeated the same 2-tier structure. This isn't one report circulating. It's a confirmed pattern, and nobody anywhere has attached an explanation to it. Multiple reporters. Same split. Zero explanation. NASCAR has not said these cars broke a rule. NASCAR has not said they failed anything. So what exactly earns a car a spot on the teardown list? To understand why this detail matters so much, you have to understand what each of these 4 drivers actually had riding on that Richmond finish. Austin Cindric, in the number 2, started 23rd and drove all the way up to a 3rd-place finish, which pushed him from 16th to 15th in the point standings, right on the championship cutoff line. Chase Elliott, in the number 9, finished 5th, his best result in 9 races, and that finish formally clinched him a spot in the championship field at Richmond. His is one of the two cars now facing a full teardown. Christopher Bell, in the number 20, finished 7th. He's the exact driver Logano passed for the race win, and that same night, he also clinched his own championship spot. His is the other car on the teardown list. Shane van Gisbergen, in the number 97, climbed from 31st to 14th and currently holds the final, 16th and last playoff spot, with a 50-point cushion over Ryan Preece, and his own teammate Ross Chastain sitting just 63 points behind him. Notice something there. The two cars getting fully disassembled are the two that just punched their championship ticket that same night. Is that a coincidence? NASCAR hasn't said it isn't. To be clear, this is a pattern worth pointing out, not a confirmed connection, and nothing here should be read as a claim that it is one. Now here's where the silence itself becomes the actual story. 3 plainly stated facts, and none of them go away no matter how you look at them. NASCAR has not announced a rules violation involving any of the 4 cars. NASCAR has not said any of the 4 failed the initial post-race inspection. And no timeline has been given for when the teardown or dyno results will actually be released. Compare that to how transparent the rest of that same race weekend was. Full lap-by-lap stage data was published. Pittsburgh road penalties were called out live, in real time. Point totals were published down to the decimal. NASCAR can tell you the exact half-second gap between Joey Logano and Chase Briscoe. But right now, they can't tell you why 2 engines are getting pulled apart in Concord. And the clock isn't waiting around for this to get sorted out. 2 races and roughly 3 weeks from now, the championship field locks for good. Which is exactly why this timing matters so much. Let's run through where the standings actually sit right now. Denny Hamlin leads the points by 115 over Ryan Blaney. Joey Logano has climbed from 20th to 9th in the standings over the last 6 races, after sitting outside the top 16 entirely just over a month ago. The math behind that swing traces back to North Wilkesboro, where a single night worth 73 points, broken down as 8 plus 10 plus 55, moved him from 8 points under the cutoff line to 49 points clear of it. 7 drivers are already locked into the championship field: Hamlin, Blaney, Gibbs, Reddick, Briscoe, Elliott, and Bell. That leaves 9 spots still open, with only 2 races left to settle it: the Dollar Tree 301 at New Hampshire on August 23rd, and the regular season finale at Daytona on August 29th. Chase Briscoe, who finished runner-up at Richmond, spoke about the frustration of the finish afterward. Chase Briscoe told The Athletic, "It's weird to be mad running second here. Just wasn't able to seal the deal there at the end. Every single point matters at this stage of the season, and that's exactly why 2 teams are sitting somewhere in North Carolina right now, waiting to find out whether their championship run is about to get a footnote that nobody has explained yet." 4 cars left Richmond Raceway that night. 2 of them are being taken apart right now, and nobody outside that building in Concord knows why. NASCAR says the win stands. NASCAR says there's no violation. NASCAR just hasn't said why the number 9 and the number 20 were pulled out of the other 35 cars that raced that night. Maybe it's routine. Maybe it isn't. Until NASCAR releases something, anything, on the record, this is exactly where the story sits. No findings. No violations. No timeline. Still developing. If you think you know why NASCAR split those 4 cars the way they did, put it in the comments. I'm genuinely watching for the moment they finally say something official. And if you got this far into the breakdown, that alone tells me you'd probably get a lot out of subscribing to NASCAR Voltage and turning on notifications, because this story is still moving. Comment your take, share this with someone who follows the playoff race, and like the video if this kind of deep dive coverage is what you come here for. If you enjoy real NASCAR breakdowns like this, you'll like what's coming next.